Hello, everyone, and welcome into HelenKennard.com. I'm Helen Kennard, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome in. Tonight I have a really fun card. It's called a 3-layer card fold, and that's because you have 3 layers. You are loved. You're such a blessing. And then you write your sentiment or your comments on the inside. But isn't that beautiful? I'm going to show you how to do it. But all the measurements and stuff are going to be on my blog tomorrow, so go check it out. But I'm going to use a different I'm using the same DSP, but a different design so you can see how to do it. But first of all, I'm going to, here is the, I'm using the, what is this? The Beautiful Gallery DSP. So that's where all this came from. I've used a ton and I've got just a little bit more left. This is the one that I used for this card. Do you see that? It kind of spotlights this right here. So, but I wanted to use a different one so you could see. So I'm going to use this piece, but I'm going to show you how to do it. But I've already cut out the cardstock, and I'm going to use Misty Moonlight because I thought that looked really good with it. Don't you see how it looks really good? And so all the layers of the card are going to be Misty Moonlight. But I'll have all the measurements on my blog tomorrow, so make sure you go check it out. The card base is a little bit different than what we're used to. We're used to 8.5 by 5.5, but this ends up being 8 by 5.5, and we're going to score at 4. So that's what this one is. And then these all layer on top like that. Now, the other thing I decided is I am loving this basic beige, you guys. I love it. Look at that. It goes with this so well, doesn't it? So that's what we're going to, let me move that out of the way. Let's go ahead and get these pieces in there so I won't have to keep looking for them. The inside, this one I'm not going to say anything. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the inside. I hope everybody is staying nice and cool. It's been really hard lately with all this 100-degree weather. Whew. Okay, let me make sure this is going in here. Yes. Okay. Hasn't it been just awful out there? I mean, the humidity's been so bad that you walk out and you can barely breathe. Now the stamp set that I'm using tonight is one of my favorites, and of course I say that about every one of them. It is called the Grateful Blessings. But look at the font. I think that's why I like it so much, is the font is just beautiful. You are loved. You're such a blessing. This is thank you for your prayers, and I'm grateful for you. I'm going to stamp it this time in Misty Moonlight. And I usually try to stamp before I put my paper on there. Now watch me. I'll probably have to turn it over. Whew. So far, so good. Okay. You're such a blessing. Okay. Ooh, Nice, nice, nice. I love it. All right. So that's how easy it is to kind of put the card together. Okay, this is the hardest part, is cutting up your DSP. And that is just that you have to figure out what part of the DSP that you want to focus on. When you jump on, for sure say hey. So I know who I'm stamping with tonight. So say hey. All right, so we're going to set all this aside for right now. And let me get my cutter out. All right, so the first piece that we're going to cut out is this big piece right here. That's going to be 5 by 3.5. So when you're looking at this, of course I want this as my main image. So this is 5 by, no, you know what, I just did that wrong. Yeah, you're going to have to go 5 by 3.5 is going to be this way. Okay, so not 5 this way, but 5 this way. So this is a 6-inch piece. So let me make sure that's not someone telling me that they can't hear me. Let's see. Nope, it's my husband. Okay, so if it's 6 inches wide and we want it 5 inches because we're going this way. We're going this way. Then we're going to need to take off a 1/2 inch from each side. So let's go ahead and do that. So take off a 1/2 inch, and that'll make it on each side. That'll put it down to 5 inches. Yeah. Okay, so that's got most of everything that we want in this one, right? See that? Okay, so now we need it to be 3.5. So I'm going to do 3.5. I might take off some of this so that I get some more of that. Does that make sense? All right, so 3.5. It's almost in half. But let's take off some of this. I'm going to take off just maybe a 1/2 inch there. And see how that looks. And then put this at 3.5. Okay, yeah, that's plenty, don't you think? 5 by 3.5. Let me get it straight on there. There. Okay. So that's going to be the part down at the bottom. I mean, on the very bottom. All right. Now we're going to look at 4 by 2.5. So 4 this way is going to, and we've already done 5. So 4 is going to be a 1/2 inch on each side again. But this time, let me think. See, we've got to figure this out. Let me have a pencil. All right. Need something to write on. I thought I had something. I know I have. Yeah, here it is. All right. If our first piece is 5 by 3.5, and then we're going to go down to 4 by 2.5. So it's an inch all the way around. Does that make sense? We're going to need an inch here and an inch there. So that's going to be 1/2 inch. So we're going to go here. Now we're going to be using our little, what is that? Our ruler. All right, so if this is 3.5, we're going to start at 3 and go to a 1/2. Right, so that's a 1/2 to a 1/2, and then everything is going to be just like that. We're going to start at a 1/2, and go to, this one's going to be 4.5. Yeah, right there. Okay, so we got that. All right, now let's go to a half here. Start at a half and go to 3. Let me make sure I made it to 3. Yep, we're doing good. All right, then another half, but we start at a half and go to 4. All right. Ha! Yay. Okay, one little spot. Okay. Woo, we did good. See that? So that's our frame. We're going to frame that there. All right, we're doing good. Okay, the second layer is going to be 4 by 2.5. So that's another half, right? Because it's an inch all the way around. Yep. All right, so it's a half. We start at a half. This goes to 2.5, so we go to 2. Okay, again, we're going to start at a half down here and go to 3.5 and just keep going around. A half by 2. Okay, last one. We're on a half. You see that? You may not see that. A half, and we're going to start at a half and go to 3.5. All right, let's see. Hot diggity. Okay. Yep. Just clip these little corners. All right. Okay. This frames this up. Now, the first thing you want to do is make sure you've got it going in the right direction. You don't want your sky down here, so that when you layer it, you're able to see it. So just make sure that everything is going in the right direction. See that? Yeah. There. All right. Let's go ahead and get all this glued down. See, it's just a 1/2 inch all the way around. And using your ruler on the inside helps. Okay, let's see if we can set this up. Okay, next. Okay, so we want to make sure we're doing it in the right direction. Good. Okay. Okay, again, make sure you're going in the right direction, that the sky is up here and the water's down there. Okay. Just center it up. That looks really pretty, doesn't it? Can you tell already? The whole picture is starting to come together. Okay, again, make sure you're going in the right direction. Last one. Ha. Ta-da! That looks amazing, doesn't it? You are loved. You're such a blessing. And then put this. Doesn't that basic beige really just bring it out a lot? I think so. Anyway, all right, let's get this other one. See how pretty they are side by side using the same DSP, just two different scenes from it. I almost used the flowers, but decided to use the scenes instead. But no one's gonna say hey. Please say hey. It's okay. Listen, I'm gonna start posting once a month my scrapbook pages that I do. So when I finish the one I just worked on, I'll post it for you guys. But if you're a scrapbooker, certainly make sure you give me tips and ideas and things, because I'm a newbie. I'm a beginner, and I can use any help that I can get. So be on the lookout for that. What else is going on? Oh, the end of the month. So we only have a week left. Less than a week, I think. Yeah, because it's Monday. Our buy one, get one, 50% off is going to be over. So you don't want to miss that. If you have any questions about it, certainly let me know. As a tip, you want whatever is the cheapest is what the half price is going to be on. So don't put a whole lot on this order, because if you put a DSP on there, it's only going to take $10 off. But if you order, a bundle, 2 bundles, and one of the bundles will be half price. So now's the time to get some of your bigger items that you've been looking for, so that you can get one of them half price. So if you have any questions about that, certainly let me know. And I hope everybody has a great week, and I'll see everybody next Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Hey there. Hey there. Hey, Anna. Hey, Passion. Thank you. Thank you for saying hello. That makes me so happy. I'm glad you enjoyed this. It's very easy. Go to my website, helenkenner.com tomorrow, and I'll have all the measurements put down there for you, so you can make this yourself. And if you do, certainly let me know. Oh, thank you. You guys have a good week. I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Take care. Thanks for saying hello. Take care. Bye-bye.